Treat yourself and your family to such simple yet absolutely incredibly delicious food. Look at this meat. Oh my, it's just melting. A big hello to all my dear viewers. Today we will prepare a very delicious goulash made from pork. Here I have 1 kilogram of pork. We cut it into portion-sized pieces. We salt the meat carefully and evenly. Not just well, but to taste, to ensure flavor. You can adjust the size of the pieces to your personal preference. That is at your discretion, as you prefer. They can be larger or smaller. The smaller the pieces of meat, the faster they will stew and become very tender. And ground pepper is a must. Now let's just mix the meat so that the salt and pepper are evenly distributed. And to achieve a thick, silky, velvety sauce, we need flour. Now we will sprinkle the meat with flour. And this way our sauce will turn out thicker, more beautiful, and gooey. And also the meat will not dry out as much, and it won't lose its juices. 1 tablespoon of flour. I spread it over the meat like this and mix it as well, so the flour is evenly distributed. Now we will start frying. As a result, the flour will be fried, losing its raw flour taste and instead acquiring a nutty aroma. The sauce will thicken thanks to this flour. We fry it in a mixture of vegetable and butter. You can simply and easily fry it in vegetable cooking oil, but of course using butter will be better. Fry until a nice, beautiful golden crust forms. Not until fully cooked, but until a crust forms, because we will still be stewing it. Make the fire a bit more stronger so that the meat is cooking by frying and not stewing at this particular stage. Take 1 large onion weighing about 200-250 grams and cut it into cubes. We also take 1 carrot and cut it into cubes. Look at how beautifully browned the meat is. We carefully transfer the meat to the pot in which we will continue to stew our goulash. I do this with tongs so that the oil stays in the pan, because we are going to fry the vegetables here next. We have given the meat color and texture, given it a nice brown color, but it is still not fully cooked thoroughly. We gently transfer the onion here and fry it until golden brown. Here in the frying pan we actually have quite a lot of bits left from the meat. We will indeed need them very much. Both for color and for flavor, and to make the sauce more substantial as well. Just like that. Add the carrot and fry for another 2 to 3 minutes. In the center, place 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And we gently heat it up, saute it just a bit, so that it loses its earthy taste. That's how we do it, a little bit. Pour in approximately 800 milliliters of boiled, that is extremely hot water. And so we will simmer this a little in the frying pan to collect all the browned bits that we had from the meat. We pour this sauce over the pork. And all the vegetables, including onion and carrot, go in here. We collected all the delicious bits remained after frying the pork with water. I covered the pot with a lid, and now we place the goulash on the heat and will stew it on low heat for about 1 to 1.5 hours. It all depends on the pieces of meat and their tenderness. If you see that the meat has become tender and simply melts in your mouth, you can finish the stewing process. If you want the sauce to be thicker, uncover it so that the water can evaporate. 10 minutes before it's ready, add 1 bay leaf. Look how thick the sauce is becoming, and also add 2 minced cloves of garlic. If you see that the sauce is too thin, you can fix it by taking a little flour, frying it in a pan, and adding it directly to the sauce. Mix well, and you'll have a thicker sauce. It smells so delicious. Look at our wonderful sauce. The meat just falls apart into tender and juicy fibers. The rich and flavorful gravy is thick. It makes a deliciously excellent addition to pasta. It pairs wonderfully with creamy and smooth mashed potatoes. Treat yourself and your family and your loved ones to enjoy such simple yet incredibly delicious and satisfying food. Look at this meat. Oh my, it's just melting. I stewed it for 1 hour and 10 minutes, but it all depends on the meat. It can even be less, or it might take longer. It all depends greatly on the toughness of the meat. Well then, let's give it a try. So delicious, genuine, simple, yet incredibly tasty homemade meal. I hope you enjoy this version of goulash. If you have your own good tried and true recipes or any secret ingredients, please share them in the comments. A big thank you to all the sponsors, viewers, and all those lovely people who write nice comments, give likes, and support us in various ways. I bid you farewell. Goodbye everyone, until new delicious recipes.